No! Don't let them get me! Ah, they want my brain! They want my brain!
I think they already took it.
When you think about Disney Channel's Halloween classics, you instantly run to Halloween Town. Maybe even Phantom of the Megaplex. But let's be real. Back in 1999, Disney pulled one of the weirdest stunts they ever pulled. They dropped a movie that had kids confused, creeped out, and scarred in the best way possible. That movie was Can of Worms. Now, if you were a kid in the 90s, you either remember this movie vividly or you completely forgot it existed. That's part of the magic. It wasn't cozy. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't even spooky in the traditional Halloween sense. Nah, this was Disney saying, what if we made a cosmic horror movie for children? And they went all the way with it. So today, we're breaking this thing all the way down. The story, the characters, the monsters, why it's so weird, and why it deserves more respect than it gets. So the story kicks off with Mike Pillsbury. He's the most I don't belong here teenager you've ever seen in your life. And when I say this boy was struggling, I mean he was struggling. He's clumsy, he's awkward, he's terrible at football, he's got a bully on his back. And deep down, he swears he's not even human. Mike is that kid at lunch who would look at you dead serious and say, I think I'm from another planet. You just nod politely while moving your lunch tray 2 seats over. After he embarrasses himself on the football field one too many times, he gets so fed up with life on Earth that he builds a satellite dish out of junk in his backyard. He sends a message to the stars basically saying, please come pick me up, I don't belong here. And here's where the movie takes a hard left. Aliens actually hear him. That's when the madness begins. Now, Disney could have gone the safe route. They could have thrown in some cute little ET-looking creatures, maybe some friendly Martians. But no. These aliens came out the gate looking like nightmare fuel. The first one we meet is the lawyer alien. He's a slimy, worm-like creature in a business suit with a voice that sounded like he'd sue you for looking at him the wrong way. His whole thing is trying to trick Mike into signing contracts to basically sell his soul. And let me tell you, as a kid, watching a worm lawyer pop out the shadows trying to get legal with a teenager was next-level disturbing. Then you got the dog alien. This drooling, bulldog-looking monster was both hilarious and terrifying. Imagine Clifford the big red dog if he joined a biker gang. Then there's the glowing brain alien. Literally just a brain floating in the air with tentacles dangling around. No explanation, just vibes. And finally, the cybernetic slime. A half-digital, half-goo creature that looked like the special effects team was experimenting with every leftover CGI tool they had from the 90s. And that's what made this movie hit different. These weren't Halloween ghosts, witches, or goblins. These were full-blown practical effect monsters that felt like they crawled out of Goosebumps, Men in Black, and Jim Henson's darkest closet all at once. They didn't belong in a Disney movie, and that's exactly why it stuck with us. Now let's talk about the characters. Outside of the aliens, the humans were pretty standard Disney Channel stock. Mike Pillsbury, our main guy, was basically one meltdown away from becoming a conspiracy theorist YouTuber before YouTube even existed. Then you had Caitlin Sandman, played by Erica Christensen. She was the love interest who gave Mike just enough motivation to try and act normal, even though he was busy radioing outer space. You had Scott, the bully, who existed just to remind Mike that high school was not his safe space. And then you had Mike's family. They were written like every 90s sitcom family ever. Mom, dad, little sister. Completely oblivious to the fact that aliens were literally breaking into their house at night. This didn't feel like a Disney Channel original movie. It felt darker, nastier. Almost like something Nickelodeon's Snick Block would air right before an Are You Afraid of the Dark marathon. The slime, the goo, the weird dialogue. It had a totally different energy than Smart House or Brink. This wasn't fun futuristic tech or skateboarding dreams. This was Help Me, I accidentally opened a galactic Craigslist, and now aliens won't stop showing up at my house. So why is Can of Worms the weirdest Disney movie ever? First, the subject matter. Aliens, contracts, cosmic horror. That ain't your usual Halloween vibe. Second, the creature design was genuinely unsettling. This movie was way more Twilight Zone than Disney Channel ever dared to be. And finally, it just didn't have that rewatchable charm. Halloween Town makes you feel cozy, like sipping hot chocolate in October. Don't Look Under the Bed hits you with the scary but fun boogeyman vibes. But Can of Worms? That movie left you unsettled. You weren't sure if you should laugh, scream, or throw your TV out the window. And here's the thing. Nobody ever mentions Can of Worms anymore. It dropped in 1999 but was overshadowed by Halloween Town 1998 and Don't Look Under the Bed 1999. It didn't get the reruns. It didn't get the DVD push. Disney themselves pretty much acted like it never happened. That only adds to its cult status. And because of that, it deserves its flowers. Not as one of the greats, but as the weirdest, most unforgettable entry in the Disney Halloween lineup. Think of it like this. Halloween Town is your pumpkin spice latte. Sweet, cozy, and everybody loves it. Don't Look Under the Bed is your haunted house thrill ride, scary but fun. But Can of Worms? That's the sketchy glowing candy you find in your trick-or-treat bag. The one that looks radioactive. The one your mom tells you not to eat. But you'll always remember it. So next time somebody runs down the list of Disney Halloween classics and forgets about Can of Worms, remind them. This was the movie that dared to be different. The movie that creeped kids out for life. And the movie that proved Disney had no business making cosmic horror. But they did it anyway.